Alright, I'm about to show y'all how to do this new Rocky catch that I just found out. Okay, the formation is going to be single back, ace, pair, flex. Single back, ace, pair, flex. And the play is PAFL drive. And what you're going to do is you're going to do it from the short side of the field on the right side. Put that receiver in motion. All you have to do is bullet that pass. You see he didn't catch it, but he kind of did the animation. He's not going to catch it every single time. I mean, because he's going to get hit. But with me testing it out, he catches that pass even when hit about 80% of the time. So that's a pretty good percentage. And you'll see that he won't do the jump animation if nobody is there that's in front of him, or in between him and the touchdown. He won't do the jump animation. And you can see this play is it's not foolproof, because some things can happen, like you can't get sacked. You have to do the play action when doing this pass. You have to do the complete play action. And I've trying to not do the play action, and it just won't work. So that's the bad part about it. You have to do the play action, and you'll see that you'll get sacked sometimes trying to do the play action. The best thing is to have a good running game when you do it. I try to block the first tight end, like see how Witten is blocking, and then you streak the outside tight end up the field, and that'll kind of keep the safety a little bit in. All right. Well, all you have to do is let what's the name's feet set, and you have to, when you bring him in motion. I'm about to show you this play right here. Okay. During the motion, Brian's feet weren't all the way set on this. All right. See, his feet weren't all the way set when I snapped it, so he kind of did that little pause right there. You want to make sure that when you put him in motion, that he's all the way set. He did that, plus Prescott got pressure, and it made me kind of throw the ball faster. But I had to throw the ball faster, first of all, because he didn't have his feet set, so he didn't get into his pattern good. And you can see how disaster struck if you don't do it right. All right. And the best way to do this is really against a zone. It's probably the ideal way to run this pass. If somebody is, I think a purple zone will give it a hard time. You can see right here is man. And I'm also doing it with the computer. Okay, yeah, sometimes he'll overthrow it too. You say I'm doing it with the computer and with the all Madden settings. I know you're never supposed to do it with the computer, but I'm just doing this to kind of show y'all that this play is really, it's really legitimate, because it's very difficult to get some passes off on a computer. It's really hard, especially when you have it on all Madden, because especially they like to drop the ball. You see that was a catch right on the sideline. They like to drop the ball so much when you're playing against the all Madden computer. But for some reason he doesn't drop this ball, which is the best part about it. Which is this why I posted it up and say that this is a good play. I've done this play 3 times in actual competition, and I'm going to show you those 3 times that I've ran this play. Look at that. He's going to drop that one, but that was a pretty good hit. I'm going to show you the 3 times that I did run it in competition, and it worked all 3 times. But see, usually he's going to catch it kind of like that. He'll catch it with people hitting him. He'll You know, he'll straight do a rocket catch if if you just do it right. Yeah, usually it's going to be something like that. This is not a play that I run all the time. I have to run this when I see people doing a certain defense. That's why I said I only ran it 3 times because I saw that it was just wide open because somebody was playing a certain defense, and I just took advantage of it because most of the time I run. And I'm also trying this on the left side. You'll see on the left side it's not as effective. I have no idea why. So look at that. The safety actually got over there and picked it off on that one. Um, yeah, from some reason the left side is just not as effective. I don't. Maybe because I need a left-hand quarterback. Um, of course he'll throw a strike in there sometimes. I mean, if that's wide open like that, yeah, he'll throw a strike, especially on a cover two. Um, you see, I was fooling around. I didn't do the play on that one. Um, but yeah, he'll throw interceptions. Now, if you just have somebody in front of it, sometimes, and it really depends on who the person is. Like if it's an elite player, a superstar, they might get their hands on it. They might tip it. But yeah, if he's wide open, I mean, he's going to catch that. So it's still pretty good against cover, doing it against cover two. Yeah, I fooled around and put the wrong man in motion that time. I saw that was going to be an instant bust right there. Sometimes you can see that the pressure is going to come in, and sometimes you just have to switch that play up. So I might initially run. Oh yeah, and if you're in the Dallas Cowboy playbook, this play is the play action audible. So you can audible right to it. You just pick any play and audible to it on the fly if you need to. I use a lot of motion in my offense. I use a lot of motion and then formation shifting. Like, see, like when he goes in motion, he goes in motion and he switches. I mean, they switch to that other single back formation, so it can be audible out of that formation into the other formation if you wanted to. And I run a lot of plays out of this formation, so it looks the same. And I run that dive play so much because people are using, that dollar defense. I mean, they're doing that dollar defense so much that I just run that dive all day, and they're going to see that dive. Like, that's what I run the most is that dive, and I only run it because that this certain defense that everybody likes to play. But all right, yeah. But here, I'm gonna just let you guys enjoy the rest of the film. After this, I have the 3 plays that I used online to play it, and you will get to see how effective this is. All right, and y'all just sit back and enjoy.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Slot man moves right. Now a play fake here on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. The slot man in motion right. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will add. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. Slot man moves right. Throwing here, Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard